Many of you know that I'm an avid photographer, not a professional by any means, but I do love photography, especially taking pictures of scenic views and just unique things like that. Yesterday, my son Sam and I went for a drive, and we were driving down the 105, which is a road that runs along the St. John River here in New Brunswick, Canada, and I was just looking, for a spot, thinking I would take some pictures of the river and the flowers and stuff like that. But out of my corner of my eye, I caught this beautiful shade of blue, this beautiful aqua blue color. And I slowed down and I looked up to where I was seeing this color. And up on the top of this hill, there was this house, and it was painted this most beautiful shade of aqua blue. And I thought to myself, man, I love that color. What a beautiful color to paint a house. Like, that's my favorite color. And how beautiful is that? As I got closer to the house, I then began to see that the house that I had thought was so beautiful was actually in great disarray. The roof was caved in. There were shingles off the roof, of course. There were siding missing, windows broken. There was no road even going to the house anymore. There was grass, deep grass all around it. Clearly it had not been looked after or cared for a long time, and clearly was just sitting there in its brokenness, crumbling to the point where it would eventually just fall to the ground. I pulled over and took a few pictures of that house because it just impacted me so much. As I began to pull away and drive down the road, the Lord said to me, Kim, when you looked at that house, what was the first thing that you saw? And I responded, I saw the beautiful color. I said, it was just so beautiful sitting up there on the hill overlooking the river. I said, it was beautiful. And he said, and then what did you see? I said, I saw the brokenness. I saw the roof caved in. And I began to list off all the things that I saw wrong with it. And he asked me a question. He says, do you think that house can be restored? And I said, well, yes, Lord. I said, it's so beautiful. The location is so beautiful. I said, it's sitting there on just a beautiful piece of property. I said, the right person at the right time with, that vision could fix it and make it beautiful, make it a beautiful place again. And he said, that's how I see my children. I see the beauty. I know there's brokenness. I know there's cares of life that have come and have hurt them and have crushed them. I know they've made mistakes that have hurt them and crushed them and broken them. But he said, I still see the beauty. And because I see the beauty, I know they can be restored if just the right person will see what I see. And I drove there in my car, sitting there, driving along. And I was thinking of how many times in my life that all people saw were the things that were broken. That all they saw was the things that had fallen apart. That all they saw was the things that had caved into my life. And the times that I was just discarded and just, deemed unfixable. But God sent people into my life along the way that saw what he saw. They didn't just see everything that was broken. They saw potential. They saw potential for restoration. You see, that's what God's plan is. His whole purpose in even sending his son was to restore us, to restore us to the beauty that he sees in us, and to use us to restore others to the beauty that he sees in them, because nothing is too broken to God. Nothing is beyond repair to God. If you have been told that you are unfixable, if you have been made to feel that you cannot be restored, that did not come from God. You see, the devil sends people into our lives too, who will pick apart everything about us and deem us as something to be discarded. But God doesn't see you that way. Help us. Help us to see others. Help me, God, to see others the way that you see them. Beautiful and worthy of restoration.